Now, some people have this worse than others. I used to have it super bad growing up. I had this desire to want to like be elite. I want to be the best of the best of the best. And if I felt I couldn't do that, then I was going to quit whatever I was doing, because I'm like, okay, this must not be my my talent, my gift. See, because I felt if I had super strong gifts, if I found my special gift, I'm just gonna take over the world. Like, I started boxing, and I thought I was gonna be the best, right? And then I was 147 pounds, and I'm like, I gotta fight. I want to fight Mike Tyson, because he was big at that time, and I wanted to beat him. And I realized, wait, I can't like gain enough weight to go be in that class. And besides that, I realized boxing was pretty hard. I'm like, okay, I don't think this is for me, and I stopped. Then I went to try to be an actor. Same thing. I used to think, once they discovered me, I was going to cause De Niro and Al Pacino and everybody not to work. They were going to get mad at me because I was just so good. I'm like, damn, I don't know if I should do it. I don't want these people to be mad at me. I like them, Then I realized, wait a minute, I'm not as good as I think I am. So this is a very strong desire in a lot of people, and some more than others. And it bleeds into the spiritual realm, big time. It's like this subtle desire and feeling to really want people to praise you, to recognize how spiritual I am. But it's subtle, you see. I know people, and I know my previous self. When it was in me, and even if that comes up again today, see, I'm not gonna put myself on any pedestal. Even if I was on a pedestal, I'd pretend like I wasn't anyway, you see? 'Cause I don't want any, no, I don't, I'm just another person, another expression of the oneself, and that's what I am. And I think that's why I like to talk a bit unrefined and unconventional, so we can just all relate and realize like nobody's higher than anybody. But I used to, not at our true essence. On the level of evolution in the game, yeah, it's the same as an apple tree. Some apples are a little more ripe than others, but who cares? Like, they're all going to get ripe and fall off the tree. So what difference does it make, But I used to really want that, I would speak somewhere in a meeting or something, or I'd just be talking in a conversation with people, and I'm like, why don't they recognize like that I got something, that I know what I'm talking about? And there can be various reasons for that. And I see it in others too. Why? How can I see it so easy in others? Because I know it. Like, I had it really bad. When you go through a stage and then you transcend it to a certain degree, you're able to see that in others. It's easy because it's the same energy. You recognize the same. It's that same vibration, But it's deep. It's deep, and often it goes unchecked, and that's the problem. Because if it goes unchecked, you can't transcend it. If the ego mind just says, no, man, really, like, I'm super humble. Like, I'm like, okay? I'm super humble. If you can't smell your own breath, then you're going to stay asleep longer. You're going to wake up, everybody is, but longer. Longer it's going to take you to recognize these subtle obstructions that you can say block the light of your deeper awareness or awakening from shining through this physical form. That's why introspection is important. I made this other channel, Transcending Shadows, and it's a bit more earthbound in spirituality on a practical level. So you're welcome to go see that. It's on the channel homepage. The link is there. I also made videos on semen retention for guys, and I try to announce this once in a while in my videos, so because all the channels work together, like they're all together, and it's important to address the practical level and then also the more just direct spiritual absolute level, which I try to make this channel more about. So when you catch these subtle desires out, especially the ones we're talking about now, like, you recognize something's aware that you want some recognition from people. You're looking for that. Admit that. What happens when you admit it? You start to see it come up more. When you start to see it come up more, some power, if you're open, it comes to let you somehow like stop the identity with it. And then there's a sense of humility that comes in. You start to feel like humbled. You're like, damn, this spiritual ego is strong. I can't like beat that with my mind. Like I can't just wish it away. That's progress. You understand? That's like advanced. You're at an advanced level now. Because like I said, most people, they don't even admit it. They can't even recognize it. They just won't admit it to themselves. It's like even if they ask themselves, okay, do I have this? If they're blocked, the mind will block the consciousness from being able to do that introspection. It's the same thing if the average person tries to contemplate that this body's going to die. There's a block. I made a video about that. Just won't. Evolutionary speaking, it's not time yet to check these subtle things. And what I'm talking about now, this subtle desire and feeling to want others or the world to recognize you, this is deep. And I'm talking to those who are at the level that you want to do this. You want to do this and you can do this. So then when you become aware that tendency's there, and then you get humbled because you realize how deep it is, you're like, I don't know how to make this go away. This just comes out like anytime, anywhere. Like, God, what am I going to do? I'm going to surrender to you. I think, I know that you can free me of this. You can burn this karmic vasana or desire or tendency or defective character that compels me to like do this, because I can't do it. But I know you can. You've given me the awareness to be aware of it. Well, then that must mean I can transcend it, right? Why would you just make me aware of something and then never can do nothing about it? That would be hell. Doesn't make sense. And so then you keep offering yourself up to existence. You get humble. Don't just non-dual everything. Oh, I don't need a guru, and I don't need God, and I don't need prayer. I don't. Yeah, life will humble you. I promise. So you be humble, and you be aware of when this subtle tendency, this spiritual ego comes up, and you whatever way the consciousness wants to ask for help. Depends on the day and your temperament and your character and the stage that you're in, etc. It can change too from moment to moment, but just flow with it. The point is you want to be free. Then check in and see, how can I be free? God, what do you want me to do? Like, how, I want to be free. The tendency's there to do this, to want this attention. I don't want this attention from people. I don't want this attention. What's going to happen? It's there though. Like something's wanting it. Like, okay. There's a little space now. I'm aware, you see, because you're aware of it. So now there's a little space. I'm seeing the compulsion to want this attention. But it's like happening more in front of me now. It's not so intimate. Okay, can I maybe just stay? Okay, I'm just going to watch it then. I don't have to identify with it clearly. So I'm just gonna, okay, God, can you show me then what to do? Like, how can I behave in this moment then with being free? What does that look like? How do I continue to interact and talk and with the people, but yet be free of this feeling tendency to want attention? Can you show me how that's done? Because I don't know. Okay, yeah, like I'm just talking now. Just relating as consciousness to consciousness. There's nothing here trying to prove to somebody something and then see that they recognize my great demonstration of spirituality. I'm not like looking for that. I'm just flowing now. I'm talking to the person. They're talking about maybe emptiness, and then I find myself, I'm speaking that on that too. I'm like, emptiness. Man, I missed that for so long. Like this, I was just super full of ego mind, and you know, the more that I was doing my spiritual practice now, and getting my life, my inner state clean, and not living such a debaucherous life, I notice now there's like just this feeling. It's like a nice feeling. It's like this spacious feeling. Yeah, you can call it emptiness, but man, that's where it's at. Like the emptiness is where it's at. It's not about like, accumulation of things, and no, it's just, man, isn't that ironic? It's like everybody's looking for something, and then we've realized, like, when you're just empty, like, this is the best. You see? So then you're having that conversation with the people because they're talking about emptiness, but there's no, you're just flowing. There's no, like, okay, I just said that, now I'm waiting for the, no, we're just talking, like, it's great. And then if somebody says, damn, that's deep, you just, like, yeah, it can seem that way, sure, like, I understand, but like, I don't know, but like, it is what it is, like deep, that's another concept. Who knows what you'll say? You got to be in the moment, but the point is there won't be this excessive compulsive self-talk in the background as you're speaking that's waiting for them to acknowledge that you're great. No, you're in the moment, you're flowing. It's not your business. It's not your business if the reaction you get from people. It's just not your business. How is it your business? So that's a subtle thing, this spiritual ego and wanting praise and recognition, and it doesn't have to just be the spiritual world, just anything, any business you're in, just anything you're doing. Like, are you trying to show that you're, like, that's what I'm saying to catch. You catch that out, that's a big shortcoming or character defect that a lot of people don't catch out, including in the spiritual realm. You catch that out, that increases this humility, this surrender, which then, as a byproduct of that, you feel more of a sense of peace and serenity. It's just automatic how it works. All right, leave me any questions you have. Have a good day. I'll see you soon.